Hey there everyone, welcome back to another episode of All Things Coffee. And today we're doing something a little bit special. So for the Lunar New Year coming up, we are doing a nice cold brew, and not just any cold brew. We're going to be doing a Mandarin Orange infused cold brew. Here's the recipe that we're going to be doing. In both these dosing cups over here, I have about 50 grams each, so that will be 100 grams of beans, and my recipe will be a 1:10 ratio. So for 100 grams of beans, I'm going to be using 1 liter of water. So for today, we're going to be using the DF64 Gen 2 Luscious Red right over here. We're going to be using that to grind our beans for the cold brew. The Luscious Red is only available for a limited time during Valentine's month. Get yours while you still can. Pre-orders are available now. We will be using the Gemini for today. Without any further delay, let's begin. As you can see over here, I have my pin brush inside the chute. I want to make sure that I get it nice and clean. I want to make sure that there's no residue hovering over the ionizer probes. That's because we're going to be grinding 50 grams of beans at a time. Well, for me in this case, I split it into two. So I'm going to be doing two grinds. Each of them are 50 grams. Now, our DF grinders are single dose grinders. The recommended dosage is from anywhere about 20 grams and below. How we're going to be doing a 50 gram dose, well, I'll show you. It's pretty simple. First up, just make sure your chute is clean. Next, put the dosing up here. Turn your grinder on. Can you hear this sound? Can you hear this sound? This sound over here is basically the burrs sitting unevenly. What you need to do is just turn finer, you go coarser. Try to do that all the way until you hit 0. So we're going to be setting our grind set scale now. As you can see, the sound is no longer there. That usually happens because there might be some slight pressure on the motor being applied by the lower burr, but you can still just adjust your grind set scale. There you have it. Yeah. So all you need to do to get rid of the sound is just to turn finer and then coarser. You don't have to worry about damaging your burrs. To be honest, it's not the sound of the burrs shimming at all. They're not coming into contact. It's just that uneven pressure being applied onto the motor. So everything is fine. And yeah, so if you encounter that sound, that's all you have to do. You can also check out another video that we have where I explain that with the CF64V. Okay, so now I've done it at a set scale of 50 for the DF64 Gen 2. Now, if you go finer, you're going to get a more stronger flavor profile. If you go coarser, it's a lot more cleaner. You want to hit somewhere in between the sweet spot. So I go for a medium grind range over here, which is, for me, it's 50. And yeah, now I'm going to show you how to grind. So the main thing is to always worry about the grind retention. That's why I clean, so we don't want any static retention happening as the coarse grinds come out. You don't want it to stick onto the chute. That could result in like potential waste. Let me zero this cup in first. Okay, so I want to get up 50 grams, give or take 0.1, 0.2. Now, how I do this is I do it with a hot start, so the grinder is already running, and I slowly trickle the beans in. Now it's slowly starting to pile up, so bellow out a little bit. Bellow out any remaining grinds you have in there. Make sure the ionizer probes are clean. And then you're halfway there, so continue with the other half. Now it's getting nearer to the chute. So what I will do is knock it down a bit, so that it's not too close to the chute. We don't want any static retention happening. And Now you bellow out as much as you can. Try not to be too strong with it. You don't want to blow the grinds out of the cup. Now you stop the grinder. So I have around 50 grams there. Yep, that's great. Now before I start, we ran through 50 grams of beans. Let's take a look. No static retention, which is great. Just do a quick shoot swipe. Doesn't take you more than 30 seconds really. Make sure the ionizer probes are clean of any residue. Put that back in there. So yeah, now I have, let's turn this off. Alright, so now that you're done with the grinding, just remember, just do your quick maintenance, 5 seconds in there, use the bellow, pump out any residue that you have. Right, there, you're done. Next up, we're going to be making the cold brew. So all you need is 1 liter of water, a jug that could contain all these, 1.5 Mandarin Oranges, that's what I use. You got your grinds here ready to go for the cold brew. What I would do, pour the coffee in, put 1.5 oranges inside, cut them into small quadrants, pour the water over, enclose it in a jar or container of your choice. If you can make it airtight, that would be great. And keep it refrigerated overnight. I would keep it around 12 to 24 hours. And with a little bit of movie magic, you should have this. Okay, with a bit of movie magic, of course. This is ready right now. If you can, get a filter sock like this and maybe a much bigger container. I'm gonna stick with my carafe over here, and now I'm gonna filter it in, just enough for the carafe. Squeeze all that out. Make sure your hands are clean. Mine are very clean. Yeah, I'm just gonna have this much. We'll probably transfer the rest later. And make sure unlike me, you come prepared with a way bigger container to transfer everything in. And yeah, now for the taste test. Can pour it over some ice. And there you have it, Mandarin Oranges infused cold brew, ready for the Lunar New Year. Made with the brand new DF64 Gen 2 Luscious Red colourway. And yeah, let us know what you think about this video in the comment section down below. What you thought about the recipe, and what you thought about the brand new color of the DF64 Gen 2 that we have available for a limited time only. So make sure you put in your pre-orders now. It's only available until the end of the month of February. Okay, this is released for Valentine's Day, so we will be celebrating Valentine's for the entire month with this brand new color. All right, and yeah, also let us know what other colors you'd like to see the DF64 Gen 2 in. And there you have it. So to everyone, a happy Lunar New Year. I'm gonna enjoy serving this to all my friends over the holiday. Cheers. See you around.